Welcome to a zerok small team games cast between. In the purple it is Gut Milk 22 with Emphbots. Emph exists. No, yes, Emph does exist. Look, there it is. With Teammate and the Frog in the blue with Shootbots and Wetsuken with Gunships in the teal, or like light blue, versus Red Spiders for Kitty, the highest ranked player in this match. Their teammate in the yellow, Mr. Jiggles God with Emphbots. And last but not least, the AFK EVA 001 player. So... what? Oh, is that a new feature? The minimap like switching direction? Because I don't think it has ever done that before. I was like, why the hell is like blue up north? But I guess, okay, the map changes. I didn't know about that. That is actually like weird. Anyways, got a little bit of harassment here with some ducks. But those get driven away by the bandits. Does mean that one metal extractor has been slowed down significantly by going down and all that. Ducks will be shot at by the little drone, okay, but they'll get back mostly unscathed. Then, shipyards. Sure, envoys are long range, but they're not that long range. You're either going to have to terraform a lot, and Kitty finally nearly lost it. You know what? There is a chance that this just becomes the thumbnail. Because yes, Kitty actually did finally lose it in that case, yeah. If they do make like a trench here, maybe that could be useful, but that is expensive, using terraform. And on this map, for some reason, the icons feel very far away. Anyways, it's a small game, it's a small team game, but it's also like a small map. But a decent amount of metal spots, and each of these metal spots 2.3, some of them 2.0, some 2.1, okay. And is it at least like equal on both sides? I feel like this isn't even symmetrical. Is it? No, because no, simply no. It's probably balanced, but not symmetrical. Anyways, in the middle, couple of archers. Which, well, Raider Riot kind of thingies, right? Yep, Raider Riot bots. Those are like a semi-counter to the rogues in Skirm. And I'm sorry, but this is like still the version where I don't have projectiles. And I was recommended this game, I believe, so therefore I believe it should be a good game. If it's not, then that's very disappointing. Anyways, Bulkhead, of course, has to stop the fire, and it will stop without firing. Okay, right. Eco for Team North is currently better, partially due to Reclaim. Actually, like, a significant amount of the difference is in Reclaim. But a little bit of Overdrive as well, and maybe even just some base Eco. We would just have to check, and it looked like base Eco is better for Team South, actually. Wait, no, that's income for Overdrive here. That's calculating things. I don't like doing that. But it seems indeed better for Team North. Anyways. Fusion reactor coming in the front. And of course, that also works. Lobster or gin, maybe. I don't hate it. And looking at fusions just at the back of your base. Not in front, not on the islands. Which honestly would be a pretty decent place for one, at least like, not gameplay wise I'd say, but just for like the map. Love me Emphbots. Okay, goodbye. Anyways, Emphbots here, which you love, on the other side sadly, are moving in to try and harass, and well, taking down an energy pylon, not the most significant, but still 200 value. And because of that, like south at, well, 80-90% attrition, not the biggest deal, of course. Because, well, how much does it really matter? 200, and the Eco, or like the Reclaim, should all be for Team South. But this has become a 2v3 because of course EVA did not actually play. And with bottom missing 1/3, why is... Oh, that's this, you mean? What the hell did you say? It's effectively a 2v2. Sure. Anyways, over here, commander are going to be level 4 in the future. Felon here to drive enemies away. It's all good. And soon. Don't tell me you actually just build it for a single or like a couple of envoys, right? I mean, they are expensive. So maybe they're useful as well. I mean, it's not as if they're good DPS or something. Like, yeah, 120 DPS, long range, so there is some value there, of course. I just don't think that's really worth it, especially because you have to pay a lot of attention to it. But it's fine. Anyways, Fusion is now up in front with a little wall to protect it, which is always nice. And where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, that's fine. Grizzly is now also out for Team North. What's Team South going for? Possibly going to be upgrading their geothermal in the future, since they are like heavily protecting it. Maybe even a little too much, honestly. But it's fine. I mean, if those are worth 100 energy each, of course you want to protect them. And Grizzly is now out for Team South as well. A little bit of a shield ball starting up over here with an Aspis, so quite a lot of shield value just in here. That's 7800 if all full up. And Grizzly does decent damage, but not that much, only like 1500. Yep, 1500 in burst. And there comes the envoy. It's not as gorgeous as a Throne Shogun, but hey, we've got Shogun at home. That's the envoy. Actually, this is going to be very difficult with an envoy, which is like a long-range artillery without any particle effects. Right. Okay. Grizzly over here might be thrown is indeed thrown into the enemy Grizzly with a little bit of support, but hey, there is a support on this side as well, so the Grizzly will survive. And well, Team South really should just win this fight. I mean, they've got a Grizzly and a pretty decent, I mean, double Aspis shield ball, so Team North Grizzly does indeed go down. Skirms as well, though those were available on both sides. Not that many for Team North though. So South team does indeed clean it up, now at like 200% attrition, and this is more important attrition than it was earlier on, because now there is actually like a significant amount of metal difference. And Orange's mouse is still over there. Okay. Anyways, over here, like, power is way better for Team North. They're not protecting their geothermals as well. But hey, 324 energy. That means they can overdrive a lot. 34 versus 0. That's a little convenient because it was on like 6 or so before. And no, they're not actually like... Okay, I mean, they should be overdriving a little bit, I would say. Except, of course, Aspis, multiples. 3 of them at least. That is quite expensive. Commander, I'm not sure if that one's shield is actually, like, costly. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. Anyways, over here, my little caretaker will be boxed in, which means that the reclaim... Where is my reclaim widget? Nope, that's not the one. Is it 7? Nope. 6? Also no. Control Alt 9. Also no. Okay, let me search it. Reclaim widget. Toggle. Numpad 8. Of course, the only one I didn't do. Nah, there it is. 1500 reclaim. I try 7, I try 9, but not 8. Wow. Anyways, caretaker on the south side as well. Also behind the wall, so will be defended quite well as well. But it's doing a good job in healing the Grizzly. The job of like reclaim is probably more important. But of course that's difficult to say. I do however think it's more important. Not saying that healing up your Grizzly isn't important, though well. Kitty's commander is quite expensive and like quite hidden. I mean, it's level 4, heavy combat commander, should do a lot of damage, but it's not able to go up against double Grizzly, I would say. And Caretaker right here will survive for now. And the Frog with like the better fighting commander with a shield and like being level 5 and the same commander type, same chassis. And although of course it looks like it's bad because AoE were fighting on the south side, well it's not that bad. I mean that should give the reclaim to Team South, so... Oh, did you get like the... whatchamacallit? Disintegrator. Oh. But still, I mean 2000 damage. Where's your commander now? Because I don't think it's this one. It like really isn't that one. So that means it's dead. Yeah, disintegrator gun, of course the same as on the ultimatum. 2000 damage. Grizzlies are heavy assaults. Those have 8000 HP each. So yeah, 16,000 HP, 17,000 almost. A disintegrator gun, I'm sorry, it's not enough. It's not the ball disintegrator gun, the D-gun thingy, which insta-kills everything. Nope, it's not. Sorry, it just isn't. It's not that strong. It's strong, not that strong. And, well, Team South kinda struggling with that energy. Actually, like, running out of energy, probably because of these things. No, not those, the other ones, these. 5.6, 4... I'm not sure, maybe they should be on like low prio, but you also want your shield, so I get it. But, and okay, yeah, upgrading these, how long will that take? That will take quite a while still. 37%, maybe it should be on like high prio, because then of course it speeds it up. And you kinda need your energy because you have less energy than metal. You need to be creating some kind of energy right now. Who is doing that? Who's on that task? You're too late, because a singularity will take far too long. And fusion on this side. Fusion itself isn't boosted, caretakers aren't boosted, conch isn't boosted. That's gonna take a while. Meanwhile, Team North has like a very good eco, superior metal income, superior energy income. And like sure, you've got like peekaboo, like Grizzlies, but one is dead. And the other one will be targeted. Not dead yet, but it is definitely under quite a lot of fire. Has to go back at least a little bit. These units, well, these especially, are not able to take it down, being anti-air, and Grizzly is not that. And envoys, I mean, you've got 5 of them. That's pretty decent, but hey, that is the big daddy. Shogun, the actual, like, you should be throwing this thing around ship. Caretaker over here, just one of them, but again, because of the like, I don't know, by now it could be worth it to build another one. And it's still like 1.31. Like, the morph to an advance is expensive, and now you're morphing both of them. Because they're like 1500 versus like the 500 for a normal one. Yes, 500, so that's 1000. If you're doing that with like 1.1 a second, that's taking a long time. That's taking 1000 seconds. Which is like almost 20 minutes? Like 18 minutes or so? No. Little less. Anyways. Over here, envoys are still just throwing those bullets over here. Sure. Emissaries, great artillery, don't get me wrong, but they're not as amazing as these things, just slightly get outranged. So you could probably kill envoys with your emissaries just by positioning them right. However, emissaries, they really can't be hit. 840 health. That's not a lot. And emissary, it doesn't have that much HP, but still 2000. And oh, there it is. We've got another land boat. Indeed, it is the Shogun. A lot of bullets, a lot of guns. 120 DPS, so not exactly great DPS. And that is, however, like ×3, except this is 501, so I think... No, that's correct. So it's 360 DPS. Again, not good DPS, but hey. Look at his range. Yeah, that's some real good range. As in, even longer range than the envoy, by 400 almost. 400 Elmos is nothing to scoff at. And another singularity, like 2 of them are being built at the same time. Yep, this one is being boosted and all that. Team South, get your coordination going. And they're like, well, talking about supers ending the game. I don't even think that's needed unless you count Shogun and Crab and all that as supers. And people who, yeah, okay, sure. You are now boosting as well as you can. I mean, you are still struggling for energy. I'm kind of surprised at, like, how much energy things are taking on your side. Like, 7? But, like, what else is taking energy? Which, like, isn't taking metal? Because you have 0 overdrive. It says. Well, now 0.1, but still that's nothing. Yet when I select almost all of your things, I'm getting like 18, 16, but like 12 of it is also in metal. So where is all of your energy going? I don't know. Anyways, the advanced geo is now up. And that means, well, all of a sudden overdrive of 10, which is quite a bit. That means this one will speed up. At least it should have sped up. Like 2.6, okay, sure, that's at least better. At 81%. And I should go down very soon. I mean, it's just being stunned right now, so the drone could even take it down. And the drones are chasing the owl. The owl is trying to fall down to the ground, but it's kind of struggling. And there it goes, back into the Faraday range. Swift's now doing their same thing and also being stunned. Good job, Swifts. You're allowing the pickets to reload and shoot you down. Of course, you're like not wanting to be stunned, I get that, but oh well. Anyways, like, we've got someone who really likes their terraform over here. With like multiple gas turrets on like super high hills. Gas turrets are like cylindrical, right? So those are like always the same range no matter the height, I believe. And over here, radar, because their line of sight now is amazing, except for like behind these hills they miss a little bit. But not too much. And what is behind that? Nothing really. Nothing of significance. Right, north side. Well, they've got a lot more and now they're filling in their only lake. Why? What are you trying to do here? Building a radar. You're stifling your own radar? Why did you build it? Just for Sparrow? It looks like Sparrow. Nope. Newton. Okay. There is nothing really going on in terms of fighting right now. So I want to know what the hell you're doing here. Okay, so. Newton, Newton, Newton. A lot of Newtons. Radar in the middle. Is that going to be Sparrow? No. It's going to be deleted. Or like reclaimed. Right. What are you doing? I'm curious. I don't think I've seen this before. Oh. Are you going to be Merlin lobbing? Merlin, lobster, and then throwing it with Newtons. Is that really what's happening over here? I'm all for it. A very nice, a very steep ramp. Merlin! Godspeed. Let's go. Throw the Merlin up. There it goes. And where did the Merlin go? How high does it fly? Merlin? Hello, Merlin. I mean, I said it was a steep ramp, but I didn't expect the Merlin to go this high. I legit can't see it. Did it land over there? Nope, energy pylon. Merlin? Where'd it go? Yes, where'd it go? I don't know where it is. I don't see it. Right. we might not see it again. It went into orbit. Literally, because otherwise it would have come down. Right, anyways, south side, they don't really have a lot. And this side is like completely exposed, so north side definitely could just go for it. And Kitty, you're like, hey, didn't know you were Canadian. Seems like Taiwanese to me. What is the problem? If there is a problem. I don't know. Anyways, a lot of thrown boats today. A lot of land boats. There it goes once again. The Shogun is flying. And kind of stuck. At least your guns are able to move upwards enough. And okay, right. Missile silo is doing its best. It's stunning the units. It's burning the units. These are upgraded a while ago. Yes, I know that. Are those couple of rockets we see, like from the Merlin, finally coming down? I don't know. Maybe? And who do we have there? Well, that's a Phantom. That's a very dead Phantom as well, by the way. And there should go more units, but I don't actually see them fly up. Come on, Lobster, do your thing. Lobster throws, and there goes the Phantom. I hit the boom from the Phantom. I don't know what it's shooting at. Because, yeah, that would have been nice to have, like, visuals. Sadly, I don't. In the next update, it will be fixed, but not in this one, sadly. Anyways, Newton ramps are old news. These days, we've got, like, Newton Phantoms, Newton Merlins. And they presumably do a lot of damage. I really don't know. And I keep seeing some rockets come down. What? Where are they coming from? I mean, that definitely looks like Merlin rockets. Because what else kind of like rocket units do you have on your team? Like South team in this case, because otherwise it would be out of range. Like there goes a Phantom. Boom. Did you just hit the singularity with your Phantom? Good job if you did. And that also like kinda means GG, I guess. Oh, it's so sad that it actually doesn't like actually show up. Because now I know why it was like, okay, please cast this match, it is amazing. It might not be the most competitive game, but like this was great. And I think it's about to be over. Because I really don't know how Team South is going to come back from this. I mean, they're sharing their shields as well as they can. But they've got 16 energy. Like, some of it is going into your Eagles, or like, yeah, Eagles and Aspers, right? Eagles in this case. They don't have that many Aspers. Just one? Just one. And are you still going with your Phantom throws? Yep, you are. Okay. Let's see it once more. And there. Follow. Yes, there you go, following. And up and away, come on. Nope, that's the wrong unit. And now it's moving after it. Are you just sending them forwards now? Have you had enough fun? Sure. Just going to round it out with a couple of Shogun throws maybe. But no, the enemy just gives up. Okay. So, not the most competitive match, but definitely a fun one. With all of the Newton shenanigans. So, well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.